Hello everyone. Today I shall read Chapter 5, The Man-Eater. The Man-Eater. The man-eater is that which has the propensity for killing and eating humans. It can be a man, animal, or a plant. Human cannibalism is the act of humans eating the flesh or internal organs of other human beings. They are cannibals. Some tribal societies practice cannibalism as a cultural or ritual norm. The man-eater animal can be any, but it is usually the tiger. Tiger attacks are an extreme form of human-wildlife conflict that occurs for various reasons and have claimed more human lives than attacks by any other big cats. No Beast So Fierce by Dane Huckelbridge is the terrifying true story of the Champawat tiger. It has killed more than 400 people in Nepal and Champawat in northern India before it was shot by the legendary hunter Jim Corbett in 1907. The man-eating tree refers to the various legendary carnivorous plants large enough to kill and consume a person or an animal. The man-eating tree of Madagascar is an example. On drinking the fluid from this unusual tree, one would immediately go into a stupor, and then the hairy green tendrils would grasp the person and squeeze the life out of him or her. Here I refer to the dreaded life-sucking disease as the man-eater. It is the six-letter killer word cancer. Cancer or malignancy, the word which my family fears to utter, the word we hate to utter to date. What is cancer? It is an abnormal growth of cells that tend to proliferate in an uncontrolled way. In some cases, it metastasizes or spreads to different parts of the body. Cancer is not a single disease. It is a group of more than 100 different and distinctive diseases. It may involve any tissue and may have different forms in each body area. The abnormal cells divide without control to form a mass called a tumor. A cancerous tumor is malignant, meaning to grow and invade nearby healthy tissues. Some types of cancer don't form a tumor, as in leukemia. Some cancers are virulent, as adenocarcinoma of lung, which is usually diagnosed in stage 4. Some are less virulent and get cured, like papillary carcinoma of thyroid gland. Sarcomas are very aggressive and non-responsive to chemotherapy. The main causes of cancer can be genetic or hereditary, or exposure to carcinogenic substances like tobacco, smoking, environmental agents like ultraviolet radiation, asbestos, pollution, viruses, and other infections. Ewing Sarcoma, ES, was first described in medical literature in 1921 by Dr. James Ewing. Ewing sarcoma is the second most common primary bone tumor in children and accounts for nearly 2% of all childhood cancer diagnoses. Osteosarcoma is the most common primary bone tumor in children and adolescents. Ewing sarcoma occurs at the age of 10 to 20 years, involving the growing long bones of the arms and legs and flat bones of the pelvis and chest wall. Males are affected more than females. Metastatic Ewing's is highly aggressive that may spread to the lungs and other bones, causing life-threatening complications. 4 subdivisions of Ewing sarcoma are Askins tumor, Ewing sarcoma of bone, extraosseous Ewing sarcoma, PNET, primitive neuroectodermal tumor. Causes of Ewing sarcoma. The exact cause is unknown, but more than 80% of tumors in the Ewing's family occur due to genetic reasons. Chromosomal studies have found that ES cells are often characterized by an abnormal change in their genetic makeup. known as reciprocal translocation. It means pieces of two separate chromosomes break off and trade places. Each chromosome has a short arm P and a long arm Q. The long arm Q of the chromosome 11 and 22 are involved. These pieces break off and trade places, resulting in an abnormal fusion of two genes, EWS and FL1. The fusion gene produces an abnormal protein that contributes to the development of ES. Signs and symptoms. The individual exhibits pain, tenderness, swelling of the part, fever, weakness, weight loss, and anemia. Diagnosis: X-ray, CT scan, MRI, bone scan, biopsy, fine needle aspiration biopsy, or surgical removal of the tumor and biopsy. Histopathological and molecular analysis for EWS FL1 translocation. A specialized surface protein known as CD99 is found in most cases of ES family of tumors. Light microscopy with the aid of immunohistochemical stains is suitable for diagnosis. Tumor cells are seen in small round cells with a varying degree of neuroectodermal differentiation. Management of ES is by chemotherapy, surgery, radiotherapy, and stem cell transplant. Prognosis: more than 70% have disease-free survival for 5 years of the disease if the disease is localized to a single site. Less than 30% have disease-free survival if the disease is in the advanced stage. 25% have metastatic disease at the time of diagnosis, most often in the lungs. So I end this chapter here. Meet you in the next chapter, Invasion by the Man-Eater. Till then, stay safe.